NoFap and SR are not the solution to your problems. I see a lot of people going at this as if this was the pinnacle of self-improvement and how to transform your life. As if once you go enough days, you'll feel energized. You have built up this drill inside of you that will allow you to all of a sudden be a top performer. And people are just using this as a silver bullet. But here's the thing, if you're into this kind of stuff, what you're lacking, it's not this. It's not some ancient mystical power that comes from SR or NoFap. What you are lacking, truly lacking, is life purpose, clear goals, and the tools, techniques, and methodologies to execute on these goals right here. That's why you're getting distracted and why you think like this is the problem and you go back to NoFap and S retention. But it's either a problem of not having a clear goal, not knowing how to walk the path itself, or actually not truly even wanting this thing to begin with. Like you might think like, oh yeah, I want this, I want to start my business, I want to get jacked at the gym. Yes, those are things that would be nice to have, that for sure everyone wants if they were to happen magically, but maybe deep down you don't truly want it, because in order to truly want something, you also desire the path to get there. Now, I'm fully aware that there were a lot of historical figures who were into SR. You know, you had Benjamin Franklin, you had Newton, you had Leonardo da Vinci, you had Gandhi, you had Nikola Tesla, you had Plato, you had Steve Jobs, you even had guys like Adolf Hitler. But here's the thing, that the reason why these guys did the things that they did and they were so recognized throughout history, it is not because of this. Yes, it was helpful, but within the foundations of what made them who they are, what they had right here was this: life purpose, clear goals, tools, techniques, methodologies. It was all based on their mindset, their beliefs, their identity. That's at the core of everything in your life. And then you can add this cherry on top, which is SR and NoFap, to make it even better and multiply your results. But you cannot use it as the foundation for everything that you do. Because the thing is that life is not perfect and sometimes things happen. So you cannot rely on feeling a certain way or having certain specific conditions for you to do things. So trust me, it doesn't matter how much of this you're gonna do. If you don't have these, you're going nowhere. Then you have this other group of people that the reason why they do this is because they want to get women, which in a way, it's kind of paradoxical. I mean, it's not truly a paradox, but kinda. Because what you're doing is repressing your sexual energy just so that later on you can get this other thing so you can enjoy your sexual energy. Like, I feel the people who suffer the most from these things are the people who restrict themselves the most, and they make it such a big deal. And I feel like this whole thing, it's kind of like meditation. The second you do meditation because you want to attain something, like you have a goal for it, that's the second you've lost. You should do meditation just for the sake of doing meditation. That's actually how you get the best results. But if you're focusing on the results, you're just breaking the purpose and you're not gonna get it. And I think with NoFap and SR, it is the exact same thing. The second you restrict yourself so that later you can unleash yourself sexually, you're losing. Look, if what you want is women, it is not that difficult, okay? You just have to get in better shape, develop a better personality, get your life in order, be more charismatic. That's it. It's not such a big mystery. You don't do any of that, okay? There's been plenty of times in my life that I've done quite the opposite of this, and I've still gotten a lot of women. And if you want it super easy, you can just go to any country in Southeast Asia. You can go to Thailand, you can go to Indonesia, in Bali, and you're gonna find a lot of Western women, not just Asians, but Western women who are there to party and have fun and all of that stuff, and it's gonna be very, very easy. And then what you'll be able to do is to get this obsession out of your system, because what you are now is just obsessed with lust. So if you do NoFap and SR for spiritual purposes, that is amazing. I think that is great. If you also have this foundation and you just want to add it on top to get a little bit better, that's cool. But if you're using these as a means to get women or stuff like that, that's stupid. Because usually I notice like the people who do this kind of stuff, very often they're weirdos. Yeah, you gotta do it for yourself. Now, beyond all of these, just be an independent thinker. Just try it for yourself and trust your results. I think there's a lot of people who try NoFap and SR and they don't notice anything, right? Their life remains the same even though they try it and try it and try it. But because they've been sold on the idea that this is so magical and so amazing, it's like they keep reading these posts over and over and over just so that they can convince themselves of this. You're just looking for confirmation, but just look at the proof and the evidence that you have in your own life. Did it actually help you? Yes or no? And then make your own decision. But very important that you understand what I was talking about right here. I think for a lot of people, this might be a hot take and they might disagree with me violently, but honestly, I do not care. Okay, it is my opinion. It is my experience. So that's it. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Take care. Peace.